Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to our garden. Just going to give you a quick update on some projects that we're working on I should say John's been working on. I took last night off. I was just too tired from the weekend. But I have been talking about my tree roses coming for the last week, and they have finally arrived. These are the Queen of Elegance, so I'm excited about that. And they should be beautiful next to these America roses down here. They should complement each other. They both have some coral and pink, so I think that'll be pretty. Planted it up with some wire vine, calibrachoa, and superbena, and then there's one plant in there, lemon coral sedum, and then the one plant I don't know the name of it. So anyways, those are going to be beautiful, and have quite a few little buds already on there, if you guys can see that. So that should be a pretty healthy tree rose. This came from Lowe's as well, and so far with Lowe's, the only thing that came damaged or not very good shape was the lemon coral sedum. The ones that are branched out pretty well, those are actually from Creekside Nursery, and those lemon coral sedums were very healthy and nice. We'll see if Lowe's makes it right, because basically I bought 2 5-packs, I believe, and I probably received 2 healthy ones, if that, or maybe 1.5. It was that bad. Now, those are the projects we were working on this last weekend. You can see that bed is just about done. We just need to add some. The only downside when you're putting topsoil or even any type of bag soil, any soil really, is it will shrink. So we need to come in and add more soil. And I'll probably just use my bag soil at that point. And then here's this bed back here. We have some reminiscent pink roses that'll be going out here, as well as some sedum. I'll probably transplant some of my hardy geraniums out here, and I have a red bud coming. I have actually 2 of them, and so one of them will come out here. Either I have a light green one, I can't remember the name of that one, or the ruby red falls red bud will come out here. So we've got some things we just don't know. Oh, and I have 5 sprinter boxwoods that I will put out here as well, and just kind of, I like mine to be like spheres. I don't like them touching, so those will come out here as well. And then I have some nepeta or catmint that'll be coming out here as well. And then if I come over here, this little bed is complete. I just need to add a couple bags of soil. That's topsoil that's in there. I did purchase some worm castings yesterday, so if you're unsure of what to use for your beds, Kai, no sir, worm castings are really good for amending your soil, and I've been using worm casting for years. We also use biotone to plant our plants in, and I really just started using the tones I guess this will be my 2nd full year. Get out of there, come on. There's a critter down here. I think it's a mole. Anyways, and my dogs keep digging. That's one of the reasons, besides the rocks that my husband purchased, decided to do a bed back here, is because the dogs are always trying to dig a hole right there. So now I'm thinking, last night when I couldn't sleep, I was thinking about extending this bed going out like this to the door. And that might help with the dogs digging, and I'm thinking about doing the exact same thing right here. And what we did for this back bed is we used landscape fabric and pulled it up tight to the little building to try to, again, help prevent this. Kona, no sir, Kona, come on. So anyways, you guys, some of you have asked, several of you have asked, this is again primarily a rock garden. We garden in Toledo, Oregon, which is a zone 9A, but a lot of you have asked, how do you guys prevent the grass from growing, or weeds from growing in your rock beds? And the answer is we've either used landscape fabric when we have it, and or cardboard or boxes, basically. And so landscape fabric, you can look on Marketplace for when it goes on sale from, people who do home projects, and then they have extra. But again, I'll be honest, so the boxes or the cardboard works just as well. And then once we lay that down, we typically, for our round rock, which is this right here, or the gravel, we will put about 3 to 4 inches to build that up, and that also helps prevent the weeds from coming in. And if you do get a few pieces of grass, not a big deal. It usually comes out pretty easy. Ruby, come on. all my dogs this morning kind of being naughty, which is fine. And so I was just going to tell you guys, because I like to be real and be honest with you guys, we don't have very much grass or weeds that come through. What we do have is my lemon coral. Actually, this is Angelina sedum that pops through, primarily because whenever I take pieces of it and I plant it in other locations, if a piece falls, it grows. So, which I don't mind. I don't mind any of that. The other thing that sometimes grows through my rock is my hardy geraniums, which I also don't mind. I love that. But this area right here, these 3 big rocks, this is where I will get some grass. So I always like to be honest, but it's usually so minor that I don't typically worry about it, and then I just pull it out and it's fine. So around this area right here, I think I must have missed some fabric or cardboard, and so that little spot right there will get some grass, but again, it just pulls out real easy. These beds too, these are established, but in between each one of these had a shrub of some sort. So either a tater tot arborvitae or a bird's nest spruce. And we extended the beds. So from up above, if you're looking at this, this is actually a circle. If you look up above, now it looks like a flower, because before we had this bed, and this was just gravel with that tater tot. But now we've extended the little beds, added rock on both sides, and it looks like a flower from up above. So I'll take you over here. So this is another one that was added, this one right here. And so these guys, I will be transplanting quite a bit of my autumn joy sedum, which is really easy to propagate, as well as a bunch of my hardy geraniums. And then I mentioned this yesterday morning, but I'll mention it again. These lemon cypresses were up on my porch, up on my deck in my window box, and I took those out and planted them in some pots for now. Eventually they'll go out in the landscape, but I just thought that was pretty. I'm waiting for some potato vine that I'll be planting right here, so that'll be pretty to add some more color. I added the brown grass, and it's a perennial grass. It doesn't have a name. Again, primarily just because of the color contrast. I really love putting plants next to each other that are opposite colors and or textures. It just makes everything look really pretty. So I think I will be doing, these chairs are not staying here, by the way. They're just here for now. I will probably be doing a garden walkabout this weekend, because it's now, well, it's going to officially be April Friday, right? Isn't it Friday? So I will do some sort of video this weekend, and just excited to keep you guys posted on all of our projects. Again, we have so many things going on all at once that we just don't want you to miss out. So this is brand new again, if you're brand new to our channel. We just installed this last weekend and completed it. It's got 2 different types of boxwoods, Superbena in there, and I think I'm going to plant a couple potato vines out here as well, which should be beautiful. So that, you guys, concludes this morning's walkabout. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I am trying to build up my channel, which turns out to be a task in of itself, but I don't want you guys to miss out on what we're doing here. And plus, you know, I think it's always great to get different ideas from other gardeners. This is our version of a rock garden. We think it's beautiful. It's somewhat formal, but definitely has cottage vibes as well. And also touches of Japanese garden. Tons of Japanese maples. And in the springtime, when nothing else is blooming, those Japanese maples can kind of give you the feeling of being in a Japanese garden too. So anyways, you guys, that bed still needs to be cleaned out. Everything else looks beautiful, but that concludes this morning's walkabout. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you're having a great day. And again, please don't forget to click the like, but also please subscribe so you don't miss out on our videos. Take care, you guys. Bye.